Hello everyone, and welcome to another green marble crochet tutorial. I'm very excited because I finally accumulated enough balls of this. It's my new favorite yarn mondial, and it is this delightful pink color. Yeah, it's just a really awesome yarn. I really love it. This is the yarn that I used to make my original dress. So this one is, I think it's 50 grams, made in Italy. 50% cotton, which is good, because, you know, it probably makes more sense to make a cotton something at this stage. Anyway, 47% microfiber, 3% polyester net. I'm not 100% on what that means, but, you know, I think it means something good. No, here, can I have that? It's probably not gonna, thank you, yum. This looks amazing. I love you. Yum, baby. Thank you. It looks amazing. It smells good too. Hot. So good. Yum. So today I went shopping and found another couple of these. So now I have enough to make my super simple cardigan. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little special. The yarn I usually use is I don't know, it's not the best quality. I'm not knocking it. Like, I really appreciate any yarn of any sort is fantastic to me. Even the scratchy ones. Okay, so for this design, it's going to be yet another variation of the super simple sweater that I made. The only difference being this time is that instead of joining the front, it's just going to be back and forth. Double crochet again. I also wanted to mention, I don't know whether I've said this before, but I use double crochet for this pattern because I've tried using single crochet and it doesn't work. The increase just begins to look ridiculous if you use single crochet. And yeah, I just thought I'd mention that in case you wanted to try. Don't try. It's not worth it. It's annoying. Yeah. So let's begin. I just wanted to quickly show you again how beautiful this yarn is. See, it's got the beautiful metallic green thread running through the middle of that beautiful pink. That's gorgeous. Yum. Alright, so I'm going to start. I'm going to find the end of the yarn and make a slip knot. So, making a slip knot. Now I'm going to use a 5mm hook just because I've decided I want this garment to be a little more flowy than it otherwise would be if I was using a 4 or a 3 or 3.5. Okay, so we're going to start by chaining 82. So to chain, that's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So we'll go away, we'll chain 82, and then we'll meet back up and I'll tell you what to do after that. Okay, so I've chained my 82 stitches. Now for this foundation chain, there will be 13 stitches on each side of the front, so at either end. There will be 15 stitches for the arms and 26 stitches for the back. So to begin this row, we're going to start by chaining an extra 2, so 1 and 2. Now skipping those 2 chains, so not that one and not that one, we're going to double crochet back into the 3rd chain from the hook, so that one just there. Double crochet into that one, and then, so that's 1, and we're going to double crochet 13. So we'll go away and we'll double crochet 13 and we'll meet back up. Alright, there is my 13 double crochets, so I'm going to count that quickly. So not including the chain 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, now into the next stitch along, which will be the first stitch of the 15 for the foundation of the arm, we're going to put a double crochet followed by chain 2, 1, 2, and then a double crochet into that same chain, same stitch. And there we've started our very first increase. Now we're going to go ahead and double crochet the remaining 14, so that's 2 and 3. Now finish up till you make it to the 15th stitch or the 15th chain, and then we'll meet back up. So that's 15 in total, so if you're counting from this one, just count along until you reach 15 double crochets, and I'll meet back up with you and tell you what to do from there. Now I've just done my 15th double crochet for that first arm section, so now we chain 2 and double crochet once again into that stitch, that same stitch, and there is the first increase for the first arm. There we go, so that's what it should look like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet, just double crochet into the next 26 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. Alright, so we'll go away, we'll finish those 26 stitches, and then we'll meet back up and I'll tell you what to do from there. Alright, I've completed my 26 stitches for the back. Now, just as we did for the last arm section, we double crochet into the next stitch along, double crochet followed by chain 2, and then back into that same stitch we put another double crochet, just like that, and then double crochet into 14 more stitches along to make up the 15 of the foundation for that arm, or the arm section. Actually it's more like the shoulder section, but you know, potato, whatever. Yeah, don't listen to me, that's wrong. Okay, so we'll go away, we'll finish that up. You probably know where to go from here, but I'll still meet back up with you and show you what to do. And here I am at the 15th double crochet. Now we chain 2 and put another double crochet into that same stitch, and yeah, simple as that. Now we put a double crochet into the remaining 13 stitches, so there should be 13, and just putting a double crochet into each of those along till you get to the very first chain. So we'll go away, we'll do that, I'll come back and I'll show you what to do after that, after you reach the beginning. Alright, now that I've completed my first row, and as you can see all the increases have begun, we're going to chain up 2, 1, 2, turn the work, and skipping those 2 chains, we're going to be just putting a double crochet into the first stitch at the beginning of the row. So just double crochet like that. Now we double crochet into each stitch along until we get to the increase section. So the increase section being just here. So make sure you put a double crochet into that last stitch when you reach the increase section, and we'll meet back up and I'll show you what to do from there. Sorry, I should be walking you through this a little better. So just to show you what we're doing, we're putting a double crochet into each stitch, so just like this, go through the whole stitch, because sometimes you can put a stitch into the back of the stitch, so the top of the V just there, you can sometimes go in through there and do that, and that will give you a ribbed effect for certain things, but we're not doing that for this design. So we double crochet right through both of those parts of the stitch, so just like that. So through the entire stitch, so just going in. Yeah, so just do that all the way up until the increase and we'll meet back up. Okay, I've made it to the increase section, and what we do next from there is we put a double crochet into that big hole where the increase is. So yarn over for the double crochet into that hole where the increase is, double crochet. Now we chain 2 and we put another double crochet into that increase section, into the hole, just like that. There we go, and just moving straight into the next, to the next part, to the back, we double crochet into the next stitch along, which is that one just there, into that stitch, and yeah, just keep going like that. Now you'll find it'll increase, obviously, so the 15 will become 17, 19, 21, so forth, and the same with all the other bits, the other parts of it. So yeah, just continue along like that, increasing. When you get to the end of the row, you chain 2, turn your work, skip the first 2 chains and double crochet into the first stitch. And yeah, just continue along like that until you've increased to the point where the front and back, or the increase sections, will fit comfortably beneath your arms when you pull them together. So we'll go away, we'll meet back up and I'll show you what I mean by that when I get to that stage. So yeah, just keep going and try it as you go. Again, this is yet another pattern that can be easily modified to fit anything you want. Well, to fit any size you want. You can make it tight, you can make it loose. For me personally, I'm hoping for this one to be loose, but you know, this is also quite experimental because, you know, I haven't done this with this yarn before and this size hook. So, I mean, I have used this yarn, but that was for the dress, and I think I used a 3.5 hook for that, for the original dress. So yeah, let's go away, do that. Just continue to increase and we'll meet back up when you're able to join the seams comfortably beneath your arms. Alright, I just wanted to show you quickly that I've now reached the stage where I can join the seams comfortably beneath my arms. So see, just like that. I can do that. Same with the other side. So now that they are both easily joined beneath my arms, I'm going to start work on joining the seams. Okay, now that I've finished increasing, I'm going to chain 2, turn the work, and begin the next row the same as we've been doing the rows previously. So just double crocheting into each stitch along, and double crochet into each stitch along until you reach the first increase section, and we'll meet back up and I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, now that we've reached our first increase section, so we've done the last stitch and here is our first increase section, we're going to feel our way along till we get to the next increase section along. And we're going to fold the 2 increase sections together. And also fold the sleeve so that you're folding the increase sections away from yourself and the sleeve towards yourself. So just like that. The sleeve is towards yourself and the increase sections are here. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to put a double crochet through the folded increase sections. So just like that, through both of those sections to join. Now, ignoring the sleeve for the time being, we're just going to move straight on and continue to crochet into the back. So skipping past the increase section and into the next stitch of the back. So double crochet into the next stitch along and just continue like that until you get to the next increase section along, and do exactly the same as what you just did then. Fold the 2 increase sections together, folding the sleeve towards yourself, the sections away from yourself, double crochet through both sections, increase sections, and continue on to the front. And after you've done that, chain 2, turn your work, and then all you really have to focus on is increasing the body of the work. So no more increases for the moment. Well, no more increases, full stop, actually. Continue the body till it reaches the desired length. And once we've reached that stage, we'll meet up again and we'll talk about how to start with the arms. Alright, now that I've reached a good length for the body of my cardigan, I'm going to start work on the sleeves. So grab some yarn, fresh yarn, and make a slip knot. So that is just like that. Now look for where you joined 2 of the increase sections, so one of the joins for the body and the sleeve, and put your hook back through that same increase section where you joined for the body. Adjust the yarn to the hook. Now pull it tight, but don't pull too tight because you want it to wrap around both of those increase sections. Just like that. Now chain up 2 just from that slip knot. Chain up 2. Now turning to the sleeve, which is just like this, and just put a double crochet into the next stitch along, as if you would from the increase section. So it's very simply just a stitch, double crochet, so there's the increase section, into the next stitch along, just like this, and then work a double crochet into each stitch along from there till you get to the chain 2, slip stitch into the chain 2, and because I like to maintain the continuity a lot of the time, I slip stitch into the chain 2, chain up 2, turn the work, and double crochets all the way back around in the other direction. I just think it looks better myself. Obviously you don't have to do that, like it's not a really big deal, but I like to do it. So we'll go away, we'll finish this this round off camera, and then I'll meet back up with you and show you what to do from there, but it's all pretty straightforward from now on. Alright, so making sure to get right into the end stitch just there, right into the last stitch before that increase. You just go straight ahead and slip stitch into the top of that chain 1 that you did for the beginning of the sleeve. Oh, just like that. There we go. So just like that, and then chain 2, turning the work, and I like to not put a double crochet directly into the stitch beneath the chain 2, but into the next one along. So just double crochet into the next stitch along, and make it to the end of the round, slip stitch into the chain 2, chain another 2, turn work, and continue on like that until you reach the length that you want for the sleeve. And really it's just as easy as that. Also just wanted to mention, make sure that you count the stitches that you've got for the sleeve, and sort of occasionally do that from time to time as you go along, just to make sure you've got all the right amount of stitches, and also so that it matches up with the other sleeve when you go to do that, just because otherwise, you know, stitches can get dropped here and there, and if you wind up with the wrong amount of stitches for the sleeves, it's not like a massive deal, but it's a little bit disappointing, you know. Yeah, so just continue on like that. It's very, very simple, as you can see again and again, just, you know, easy to fit to your specifications and whatever fit that you want. So super easy. And that's the thing I love about crochet, is being able to, I feel like you have more freedom to modify things and to change things to the way that you want, and, you know, more freedom to experiment as well, which is awesome. Alright, so let's go away and finish our sleeves. We'll go away, we'll do that. We'll come back, we'll try everything on, we'll see how it looks. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this one's going to look. I absolutely love this yarn. I think it's beautiful, and it's also really beautiful to work with, especially as it's been really hot over the past few days, and crocheting in the heat can be a little, you know, irritating at times. But with this yarn, it's been really nice. It's been really, really lightweight to work with. Okay, so we'll go away, we'll do that. Okay, see you soon. So here is the finished cardigan. It's a little bit more abstract than I initially thought it would be, but I think considering the yarn and the size of the hook that I used, that's not really unusual. And actually I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks really good. So you can't really see the sparkles, they're not really showing up very well, but believe me, it sparkles. It sparkles good. And also the buttons, you can't really see the beautiful colour that the buttons are, but I'll try and take a picture and insert that somewhere, or put it on Instagram or something. So yeah, I'll definitely be wearing this when I'm in public. I'm really happy with it. It's very flowy, very summer nights, which I really like. I hope you've enjoyed this, and see you next time.